What's up, guys? Wait. What's up, guys? This is Genetic Minority bringing you another Monday Night Raw review for the night of what is this? July 6th? Yeah, I believe. Maybe my calendar's off. Let me look at that for a second. Yes, July 6th. I'm not crazy. I'm just gonna cut right to the point because there's a lot of this Raw I don't care about. It's because it's the same stuff I haven't cared about for weeks. Monday Night Raw opens up with Bork and Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman basically says, in his very Paul Heyman-esque way, because he's such a silver-tongued orator, that Bork's going to destroy Seth Rollins, and that he is looking to fight Seth Rollins later tonight, and that he's not leaving the arena until he gets his hands on Seth, and he's going to destroy what is apparently now being called the United Authority, which is annoying. But, so that's a thing. And everyone's super hyped for it because apparently Chicago became Suplex City. I completely forgot about that, but yeah, that's a thing. They really wanted to make Chicago Suplex City because they really want everyone to not care about CM Punk, which is awesome. Because I like Brock, not because I don't like CM Punk. I like CM Punk and I wish he'd come back, but he won't. So, next, as if to kill the entire crowd, and I mean literally murderalizing, we get Big Show coming out. He's got a match with Ryborg. And the Miz is ringside, and he's just talking on the mic. It's very similar to a bit that Jack Swagger did a long time ago, like 4 years ago. When Miz used to have matches, Jack Swagger would come out and talk about how no one cares about Miz's matches. He wasn't really talking about. He was just like trying to hype them up and distract them. And eventually, both of them are down on the ground. Ryborg and Big Show. And the Miz comes in and attacks both of them, only to have them both get up and Ryback to hit him with a shell shock, and then for him to get picked up and chokeslam. But Ryback immediately feeds Big Show a meat hook clothesline and is left standing tall holding his Intercontinental Championship, which I don't believe, for stupid reasons, that he will have come next week at Battleground, or next week after next. Yeah, next Sunday, I believe, is Battleground. Actually, let me look at my calendar. I'm dumb. Next Sunday is Battleground. The following Sunday after this one. This Sunday coming up is the 12th, and then after that is the 19th, which is Battleground. Big Show also was, on the ramp eyeballing. The Miz is the only one that's knocked out. I get the sneaky suspicion that Miz is going to be leaving with the IC title, or they're really going to push this notion of him leaving with the IC title. But, I mean, they have no reason to put him in this big of an annoyant spotlight other than the fact that he's going to sneak out with the IC championship, which would be stupid and annoying because no one cares about sorry to say this to anyone that's a Big Show fan, no one cares about the Big Show. Really? He kind of gets, the crowd goes mild whenever he comes up. They're like, yeah, oh, it's the Big Show. Like, first they get hyped because they think, oh, yeah, the Big Show. Oh, wait, it's the Big Show, though. And, they lose all their hype. So, sorry, a little burpee there. So no one really cares about the Big Show. You could have just had Ryback feud with the Miz, which he did do a while ago, but Ryback should be in point of fact feuding with Bray Wyatt right now, but Bray Wyatt has to go and deal with Roman Reigns, which is unfortunate. And Bray Wyatt should be IC champion right now, and he should be feuding with Ryback. And Miz should be nowhere near that, and then Bray Wyatt could go and get his revenge on, because if he had already been champion, him feuding, like, you could still have Ryback and the Big Show feud without the title. Like, having the title means nothing, and you could still have the Miz put his nose in it, and after Bray is done with Roman, he feuds with Ryback, and then maybe Ryback could, take the title, but then maybe the Miz can sneak out and win on Ryback. There's other things they could have done, but they did that IC match after Daniel Bryan. I'm going to say, for all intents and purposes, Daniel Bryan's career is done. Since Daniel Bryan left, they kind of just fell back on Ryback. It's like, gotta give Ryback title, not the person it would make sense, the person he was feuding with, which you just completely dropped now, which they'll try to bring back later when Bray eventually loses to Roman. they'll try to be like, oh yeah, remember when Bray beat up Ryback, and he won't get the IC title out of it. Like Bray won't get a title. It's really annoying to watch, especially because I like Bray Wyatt, and I actually think he is, as of now, doing really good with this whole attacking Roman Reigns thing. And Roman Reigns, I don't believe should win at Battlegrounds. I don't believe that Roman Reigns should win even at the next pay-per-view. Roman shouldn't get. This should become a storyline of a straight-up obsession of Roman Reigns, and it's something for him to do to keep him out of the spotlight for the title. For now, I don't know what they're gonna do with the title. I cannot tell you, because I don't know what else they have for Seth Rollins. But on the flip side, you don't just want to give it back to Bork. I mean, you should probably give it back to Bork because Seth doesn't matter. But, it's one of those things. Anyway, moving on. I just looked at my notes. Moving on. Next, the bell is on my screen, so I don't care. Brie and Paige have a match that lasts 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Hashtag give Divas a chance. You know what? To show exactly how much I cared about this match, here's Nikki Bella's butt. And we're back. Next, we got Roman. And I know I'm not going to go back. Paige versus Brie was a match that was 3 minutes, 10 seconds. I'm not even going to tell you who won, as it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. Next, we get anything that happened in the match does not matter. I hope you enjoyed the however long I've left of Nikki's butt on the screen. It won't be the last time you see a Diva's butt on the screen because whatever the Divas are doing doesn't matter. Next, we get Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Solid heel versus, and not solid heel. This is your atypical Monday Night Raw heel versus face match, especially for Roman Reigns and Sheamus. Sheamus beating people up, Roman getting super hyped like he's like he just ate a bunch of sugar, and eventually the Sheamus wins via count up after the distraction by Bray. Bray sends some fat guy who looks very similar to him out to the ring or up to the ramp, and Roman attacks him. And then you see Bray on the screen. And then by the time the lights come back on, you don't see Roman. Like, you don't even see him attempt to run back to the ring. He's just flat out gone, and the ref calls for... Like, he just calls for the match to be over. It didn't even feel like it was like 10 seconds. Which is weird. Which makes me think that this was a botch on WWE's or Roman's part. Was when he attacked the guy, he like pulled the guy's wig off. That the wig the guy was using to make him look like Bray. And I don't think that was meant to happen. I think he was meant to attack the guy, have the lights come back on, see it's not Bray, or have, it look like Bray is there and not there at the same time, and then try to run back to the ring. But I think because he botched it, they just took the camera completely off him. But that doesn't matter because while Sheamus is celebrating, he gets attacked by Randy Orton, who feeds him an RKO. Super good to see Randy Orton back. Curious to see what he does with Sheamus, even though Sheamus will be winning this feud because they have to build him up for when he can, for the opportunity to cash in Money in the Bank later down the line. It's just good to see Randy Orton back because he was not. I didn't watch Beast of the East, but he was not on the card that I had read. So apparently this was his first night back. So it was good. It was good to see Randy Orton come back. Next. This is the last time you weren't going to see someone's butt. Next, to get Rusev and Samurai are in the ring, and I don't care. So, before I even finish off it, here, I don't even know how to put this. I don't care. Nikki Nemeth comes out, and he's got what's-her-face with him, Lana, CJ Perry. I'm not even calling her Lana anymore. I'm calling her CJ Perry, as that's her real name, and she's not Lana. This character is not the Lana character that I've been watching on, WWE and NXT. So, Nikki Nemeth comes out with CJ Perry, and the most important part of this segment were two things. And one, Rusev attacks Nikki Nemeth and completely squashes him and the Spirit Squad. And it's revealed that his foot is healed now, or at least mostly healed, because he kicks him with the leg break, like he hits him with the crutch and beats him down. and bashes Dolph's neck with one of the crutches. So Dolph had to get stretchered out, which is awesome because I'm so sick of Nikki Nemeth, and this Lana is just his. And Summer Rae, she just sucks. I don't know. I don't know if Summer Rae is pretty. Like I genuinely don't know. I want to say she is, but I also want to say she isn't, because she's kind of got like a witchy poo face, if you know what I mean. Like she kind of looks like the Wicked Witch of the West, but like in diva form. Say like a kind of birdie nose. Anyway, yeah. The most important thing is that Rusev isn't hurt anymore, which is awesome, and also that Lana got tossed out of the ring and you can kind of see her butt for a little bit. So enjoy these pictures of Lana and her butt. Moving on, next we get Bo versus the Idiot Fringe, Dean Ambrose. The Idiot Fringe won. He didn't do anything stupid. It's really getting annoying to call him, or not annoying, kind of boring to call him the Idiot Fringe. If he doesn't do dumb stuff for him, give me reasons to call him the Idiot Fringe. I'm just saying, do more dumb stuff. He should really run with this Idiot Fringe gimmick, I think it'd be good for him. And next we get R-Truth versus the Court Jester Barrett. Barrett wins. I don't care. No one cares about Wade Barrett. I don't care. They could at least bring him back to being Bad News Barrett. But no, the stupid King Barrett stuff is even more annoying. Next, we get Seth, and he's coming to call out Brock. And him, J&J Security all have what look like to be 17th century soup ladles. They're actually like axes with the axe taken off, like the axe handles, which is dumb because if you're gonna go face Brock Lesnar, you want an actual axe. So Brock comes out and he sees they all have sticks. Stick. Don't give him the stick. I'm sorry. I was thinking of Fensler films and something else from Two Best Friends Play. Anyway, so they've all got sticks, and he backs up, and Paul pushes over a crate that has fire extinguishers in it, but it also has 2 real axes in it, and they look like Patrick Bateman axes from everybody knows Patrick Bateman is Christian Bale's character from American Psycho. They're like shiny silver. They're like shiny and silver black handles. I don't think his has a black handle in the movie, but I know it's like a shiny silver. And Brock uses these axes to destroy J&J Security's Cadillac, and then he also uses J&J Security's bodies to destroy parts of the Cadillac, and just the beast is back, and he stands tall, and he chases Seth out of the building, and Seth leaves the WWE Championship. So I guess now Brock's just gonna hold it like how Dean did. Should we start calling Brock the Idiot Fringe? I don't know. He doesn't understand how titles work. He's gonna get a title. I don't know. There's no reason to not give him the title back, but on the flip side, it's like you shouldn't have to give it back to him because you should have booked Seth Rollins right. But that's neither here nor there. Then, after that, we get the Lucha Dragons versus the Ghost of the New Day, and today's Ghost win because they can't get hurt because they're already dead. They got killed by Brock Lesnar at Beast of the East, which, although I didn't see it, I did read Wikipedia, and it said Kofi Kingston died on whatever day that was. What was that, like a Friday or something like that? Saturday. It was the day. Oh no, it was July. It was 4th of July. So yeah, it said the Kofi Kingston died on the 4th of July. So that's all I know. All those guys died on the 4th of July. Their Wikipedia says so, and I believe everything that Wikipedia says. And finally, we get the John Cena Open Stroke Fest. The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge. Cena takes... Cena comes out and he starts talking. I said takes. Cena comes out, he starts talking, and Kevin Owens comes out and he's mad about losing the NXT title. And he tells Cena to shut it, which I thank God. And he says, you spew the same garbage week in and week out. And instead of waiting until the pay-per-view, I'm coming to take the title now. And he wants the match, but Cesaro comes out and cuts him off and tells Kevin to either leave the ring or he'll have a problem with Cena and with Cesaro, which, let's be 100% real, Kevin Owens could beat Cesaro in a street fight because Cesaro's all training, no just pitch over the head with a bottle and try to kill you or stab you with it afterwards. And so that's why KO would beat him. But for whatever reason, KO leaves the ring. By the way, in the match, it's not like how I expected. He doesn't even come back to attack Cesaro during the match and get the DQ or anything. He just doesn't. I think it's the purpose supposed to being that he doesn't care who it is because he's gonna feud with Cesaro anyway. So that's a thing. I honestly don't think Kevin Owens is winning the U.S. title. I don't know who they're gonna give it to, but I don't think he's gonna win it in 2 weeks because I just don't see it. Why let this guy? I mean, in WWE's mind, why let this guy get over on Cena? But it's like it's because it's Cena. That's why. Anyway, so we get Cesaro versus Cena, which is now the main event of the night, which I didn't even notice because other than Brock destroying J&J Security and their car, nothing really has been that interesting. I've had 2 segments now where I've showed you 2 Divas butts. But so we get Cesaro versus Cena, and it's just like an amped up version of their match from last week. It was a good match. I don't care, and I know Cesaro's not gonna win. Cena wins, and KO tries to attack him, but Cena gets the upper hand and hits him with the AA. And the night ends with Cena standing on top. And since we still have 1 more week worth of building, KO will probably, hopefully, I can't even say probably, nothing sure with Cena when it comes to making sense, especially in WWE in general, but especially with Cena. KO will probably be standing tall, hopefully be standing tall next week, and hopefully wins the title. There was really no reason to give it to the NXT title to Finn Balor other than Finn Balor's gimmick. That's it. He just kind of, I don't have a problem. Finn Balor's getting the ring and everything, but it's really just mostly that gimmick that gets him over, which we've seen what happens when look at Bray Wyatt. Everyone talks about how boring Bray Wyatt is, but Finn Balor doesn't even really talk. He just comes out with the paint and, oh, it's so scary. It's Venom, which is a copyrighted character. I don't even know how WWE gets away with that. But anyway, Raw overall tonight, it's just I don't care. It's just a night of I didn't care and enjoyed Divas butts. Hopefully next week is better. But I feel obligated to do these because I spent a month not doing them, so I have to pump out these reviews or people will hate me and unsubscribe, which they'll do anyway. But hey, at least I can say I put out reviews. Tonight's Raw would get a C-, only because Brock came out and destroyed stuff, and he basically became that round in Street Fighter where you have to destroy a car, which is kind of awesome. People even posted pictures of it online, which is kind of cool. So yeah, join me next week. I'll be doing another Raw review. I'll have my predictions video for the pay-per-view out next week, and I'll probably do it later on. I'm not 100% of what the card's gonna look like, especially with the Divas thing right now. I don't know what's going on with that, so I might wait till next week. I might do it at some point this week, but it'll definitely be out next week, and my next week's Raw review, and then my review, and hopefully that'll be a mid-card help podcast, how any ever, hour or 2 long. So let me know in the comment section what you guys are thinking, not just Declan. Shout out to Declan. What do you like, what do you not like? What do you think of the shows? What do you think of the reviews? What do you think is going to happen come the pay-per-view? And also leave questions that I can answer on the podcast. People just ask me questions because I don't feel like me and my fan base are connected enough. Except for Declan and I. We're super tight, like bros. But until then, join me next week. Peace.